What a day.
Second day. Second day. Edited, exported,
Ready to
uploaded. We are nearly 5:15. Video comes out in 45 minutes. So this is, you will see this on the third day, won't they, Phil?
Yep.
And home now, just having a little walk because there's a few things that we need to discuss. So I was like, why not just do it once we finish the day?
Yeah, it's been a good day as well.
Yeah.
Really productive.
And you guys get to see some of the things that we've had to deal with today. So you saw all the catering and all the phone calls and bits and pieces. Well, you didn't see the phone calls, but you saw the stuff that we've had to deal with. So now, end of the day, let me explain a few things to you. We have over 40 developments going on.
Yep.
We have 8 new purchases ready to complete.
Yeah, about 14 that we're closing out.
14 projects that are closing out. We're trying to get as much in the daily as possible. We're trying to go around. It's really difficult. And something I always talk about as well, when the projects are finished, our job is to hand them over to provider. And if we're doing a flip on them, we can make videos for YouTube.
Yep.
But if they're being handed out to a provider or they're being privately rented, they have to go.
Yeah, like we've literally got one today that's going tomorrow. There's no way we're going to get a video.
And we can't get a video on it. And the house,
It's sensational.
it's unbelievable. And it'd be great for the channel. But guys, remember, it's a business.
It's about money.
It is about money. It's all about the money. And we've got tenants ready to move in tomorrow on how much a month? 1,500 quid?
I think it's 17 on that one.
£1,700 a month.
You put it on for 15, but then they bid up to.
Yeah, but we did get a guarantor.
Yeah.
They've got contracts.
Yeah, and they're personally known by the agent.
Yeah, personally known by the agent who's managing it, and that agent actually handpicked them out of 14 applicants.
Well, literally, that was the one where they've probably seen on the internet. That was the one where within 12 hours we had all them viewings. Remember?
Yeah. So would be great for a video, but we can't do it. We are struggling to get that out tomorrow. Well, we was struggling. We needed an energy certificate on it, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah.
But we got it sorted.
Got it sorted. It's
Today.
Been done. Yeah.
Have they done it? Or?
Yeah, they're doing the one today, and they're doing the other one that I need first thing in the morning.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, both being done, all sorted.
So yeah, so this is real. This is real life.
These are the bits and bobs that, as a property developer, people don't see or do or show you about. Like there's bits that you have to do at the end. At the end of a project, you've got like a list of all these paperworks, and they all have to line up. And if they don't line up, you can't refinance it, or you can't sell it, or you can't rent it out.
Yep.
And then that obviously stops your funnel of money. So has to be done, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you hear all these people on social media talking about pipelines and pipelines and pipelines of this and pipelines of that. I don't really care about a pipeline. I care about the money in the bank. That's what I care about. Now, you hear people talk about 1 million, 2 million, 10 million, 200 million, 300 million, 400 million, 500 million. They don't have that. They're lying. Because when people have millions of pounds, you can see people have millions of pounds. Now, that's not me saying that everybody's materialistic, okay? That's not saying that everyone's going to go out and buy a Lamborghini, everyone's going to go out and buy a Ferrari, everyone's going to go out and buy £1 million house that they live in. If you've got millions of pounds, you can see someone has millions of pounds, okay? So social media has this false sense of security, false sense of perception, and some people fall for it, and you compare yourselves to other people on social media. Stop comparing yourselves to other people and just do your journey. Your journey is your journey, okay? And so many people out there lie. They lie a lot. And I don't want you guys to fall for it. So the reason that we're doing these dailies is so you can actually see
what goes into a day.
Yeah, what goes into a day. Remember, guys, we started at 6 o'clock this morning. It is now.
What time did we finish last night? I stopped. I think I drew the line under messaging you at about 11:20, and you were still going.
Well, I dropped a message in the group chat to all of you at what, 3 o'clock this morning?
Yeah.
Did I send a message at 3 p.m. this morning, 3 a.m. this morning? So that tells you exactly what it takes. So you see me driving Lamborghinis and Ferraris and Bentleys and living in beautiful big houses, and I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning working. So it takes a lot of effort, a lot of time, and we have some really good people around us. And this isn't all overnight, is it?
No. This is hard work, consistent hard work.
10 years.
Yeah.
Nearly 10 years of consistently elevating. I'll tell you something, guys. If you come around this way, Phil, show them that. Any of you know what that is? Any of you from around here, you'll know what that is. That is a
or
big,
was.
yeah, that's a big plot of land with a burnt down house that could probably be the most expensive house on Four Oaks Estate.
Think they'll ever build on it again?
Think we'll ever buy it?
Should we try? Get to
Be
work.
quite cool. I know the owner. But yeah, we've got some really big things to show you as well. We've got some really cool things to show you, and we're excited. We're excited for this daily. Really excited. Tomorrow, we're in Colmore Row. I have mentoring, and
Should we talk about that?
mentoring.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about it.
So, what do you think at the moment? Obviously, you know who we've got in tomorrow.
I have a handful of mentor students.
Yep.
Don't have a lot. You all know who my mentor students are because we post it and they post me. I don't have lots. I have probably 1,000 people waiting to be mentored, and I could easily take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 grand off people. I choose not to. I choose to handpick who I want to work with and spend my time with. And I try and handpick people who I believe that are actually going to go on and do something.
Otherwise, it's a waste of your time.
Yeah, and the money's not worth it because by the time someone's paying me, let's say someone pays me £50,000 to mentor them for 12 months, I can make £50,000 in a flip.
Yeah.
I can make £50,000 in a deal that I've sourced. I can make £50,000 100 times over in that year, 1,000 times over. But the one thing I do when I pick a mentor is if I invest a year's worth of time into a mentor, in a mentee, will they pay me £50,000 times over, or £30,000 or £100,000 times over in 20 years?
Yeah, is it going to pay off?
Is it going to pay off? And I handpick who I want to work with.
And I do think we've got some great mentor students.
Well, they're all great, otherwise I wouldn't have handpicked them. We've had some bad ones in the past.
Well, we got rid of them.
And to be completely honest with you, anyone who's watching this and who knows me, if you was a past mentor student and we ended our agreement early, you know that you got a full refund.
Yeah.
Every single penny you paid me, you got back in full, minus nothing.
And you did it because you didn't see the end. Did you?
Yeah. So no one can ever say a bad word. No one can ever say they never got service with us. Joint venture partners always get paid.
Yep.
Always get their returns. That's why the credibility in the game is very strong.
And that's what we just pride ourselves on constantly.
Yeah. And we had 4 new joint venture partners today.
Yeah, we did.
4 contracts signed. Some have transferred the money, some haven't transferred the money because they've just not done it because it's still early.
They've only got until tomorrow though.
Yeah, because joint venture partners are very funny. So once everything's ironed out, contracts have been sent, everything's there, you got 24 hours because I don't have time. We've gone through all the nitty gritty, all the contracts are signed, then all you got to do is transfer the money. If it's longer than 24 hours, unless you tell us, like, you know, it's a month or 6 weeks.
We've had the occasion where somebody's gone,
next month.
I'm drawing my money out of a high interest account. It's going to take 4 weeks to come. Is that okay? And we'll say, yes, that's fine. But if you're just dragging your heels, that starts to give the wrong signals from day one. So it's all about taking action, isn't it, with everything?
So we just not out on the head. We turn down more joint venture partners than we do actually sign them up.
We do.
We turn down more mentor students than we do sign them up.
And it's usually on a decision from your heart or from something that's said or...
Yeah, but right now, going in to see my son and my Isabella, and I will catch you guys in about 1 second.
See you later.
Daily gang, I'm home. I have my Isabella in front of me, and tonight we have pizzas from scratch.
Nearly from scratch.
So what's not from scratch?
Well, I've not made the dough.
Okay, so the dough's not been made from scratch, but
Rolling it out.
we're having a go. We're there. So, am I making my own pizza, or are you doing it for me?
No, I thought you could show everyone your cooking skills, Salt Bay.
I don't, Salt Bay. I'm not sure about that.
You think of yourself a bit of a chef.
So this is my pizzas. That's the dough that's not homemade. Is that what it is?
Why would you highlight that?
Okay, then we have obviously the cheese. I only have cheese and mushrooms. Isabella has onions, peppers and sweet corn. I'm going to attempt to turn that thing there into a pizza.
That one's yours.
Sorry. This one is apparently mine. While Cruise's toys there. Let's see how this turns out. Guys, genuinely, this is the first time I've ever done this, isn't it, darling? Truthfully.
I'm actually a bit worried.
What do I do now?
Okay, pick the dough up.
Yeah.
Give the flour a little swooshy. Bit more. Give it a bit more Gordon Ramsay than that stick. Yeah. No. Okay. Right, now just do this. Flatten it.
This isn't funny because Daily Gang's watching, so I can't. You know, I can build houses.
It's a heart shape.
That's a heart shape for you, though.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Just give it like a little stretch.
You know I'm gonna start flicking this around in a minute,
Go on,
don't I?
give it a throw in the air.
Not yet. I'm still a novice. I'm getting there.
I'll tell you more of a beginner.
No, what?
We'll give it a little roll.
Why is mine better than yours?
Do you know I actually gave you the better dough? This is a different. I swear to God.
No, I'm not having it.
Stay. I swear.
Can I use that thing? That looks pretty cool.
What, a rolling pin?
Yeah, I've never used one before.
You've never used a rolling pin?
Well, I've used a rolling pin since we've been together for 9
No,
years.
but surely
Exactly.
it's like a child.
No, I never did it. Oh my God, look at that. Guys, I'm thinking about
You have
opening.
so much flour on there.
I'm thinking about opening 11 pizza.
11 luxury pizzas.
I don't know about that. But I do want to open a pizza shop. Not that I run a pizza shop. I just want to open a pizza shop. I'm on the ball here, aren't
Steve, give it a bit of oomph.
I? No, I don't want to ruin it. You've ruined yours. Mine
No,
looks
I
good.
have, Steve. We're having pizza tonight, not next week.
Okay, let me.
No, give it a proper roll. Come on.
Listen,
now. Oh.
let me learn.
No, roll back and forth. Don't just do one. Yeah, now we're cooking. Now turn it the other way. You don't need to keep
Oh my
flipping it.
God, I am so good at this. Guys, there's my first attempt ever in life at a pizza.
Try and
You
make
good?
it a little bit more round so it fits on the pan.
What are you laughing for?
Yes, you're just terrible.
Okay, there we go. That's mine done. Guys, you're watching this live and exclusive.
This is a very new pan after yesterday's fiasco.
Wow, look at that. So is half of this cheese mine?
Well, no, we have more if you need more. So just put as much as you want now.
I'm not a big cheese fan.
No.
Guys, you're watching this. Look at that.
Yes, Steve, they're watching.
All the mushrooms mine, aren't they?
All of the mushrooms. You
All of the
mushroom out to your heart's content.
All the mushrooms I got, haven't I got more?
You can have more if you want.
This is awesome. How have I not done this before?
Thanks for leaving so much cheese for me.
Sorry, man, I thought you used most of the cheese. No, you got bags of cheese there.
No.
Guys,
Okay, you need your hand.
Guys, how good am I? If all fails in the property world, 11 pizzas is the way forward. Look who's come to join us whilst we make our pizzas. My boy, our boy, who is 5.5 months old. Aren't you, son? Have anything to say to the Daily Gang? They're over there. No, he has nothing to say. Not one thing.
How much flour did you put on your pizza?
You told me to do it, darling. You was the one that was like, Steve, spread that flour.
Yeah, but like spread it down.
Guys,
look
listen.
how much flour is left around mine.
Yeah.
And look how much, like, you're supposed to, like, knead it and the flour goes around.
Anybody
You don't
would
put
think
the
she's
flour
Italian.
on the pizza. I am.
Anybody would, because she can cook, she thinks she's Italian.
I
Then when
am.
she cooks an Indian, she thinks she's Indian. And then when she cooks a Sunday dinner, she thinks she's English.
I am. That one I really am.
Do you want to see how much flour's left? Shall I show you? So that's Isabella's flour. That's my flour. It kind of looks the same.
No, it does, Steve. Look how much is round there.
Is that what's supposed to happen with a pizza?
Yeah, because you knead the dough and the flour kind of disperses. You must have like kneaded the flour into the dough, and it's all come off in the oven. Goes.
So I actually think my pizza was way better than Isabella's pizza. Cruz, what do you think? Son, was my pizza better? Just paying no attention. But I'll join you in a minute, Daily Gang, to show you the results, because they're both in mine is without a shadow of a doubt on a whole different level. Guys, take a look at this. Guys, look at that. And then look at that. And then look at that.
Yours
and then
is
look at
actually
that.
a better angle because it's lower down.
Mine actually looks like a pizza. Mine's unreal. Mine actually looks like an Italian has cooked the pizza. Yours looks like an English person has cooked the pizza. Mine's round. Yours isn't.
It's actually not.
Guys, final product. We'll be out
Yours
in
might burn. If you're
8
not
minutes,
careful.
55 seconds. Guys, there's mine. But I think Isabella burnt it on purpose.
No, I did not.
Just to say that she won.
Mine is exactly the same.
Is Isabella's. Comment below, do I win with that? Or does she win with that?
I think, guys, Steve-O has arrived at the office. Here he is.
How did you know I was here?
Just look through that window, geez.
Daily gang. Wow, I can see my glass. I can see my glass.
Starting to come together?
Again,
Yes. We're back.
back again. Nice. It's been moved.
Yeah.
It's been moved. Wow. Do you want to do that? So you go that way, and I can show them. We're back.
Sorry?
That's not on the right way.
No.
No, that's wrong.
The doors will be swapped. The guy's coming back next week to put these 2 pints of glass in, so while he's here, I'll have him swap the doors. Those doors.
Felipe,
are
do a
right
big,
round as well.
do a big thing. Look. So it's behind me. You boys got your room back as well.
Yeah.
You like your room?
Good morning, boys.
Morning, boys.
The
Big
boys
up.
are back. Duna is healthy. He's his face has recovered. Let's have a look. That one's on the right way. These two, they look right on camera, but they're not. They're supposed to be facing that way, and they're supposed to be facing this way. Wow. Unreal. Happy. Happy. Smiling. Yes. Daily gang. Catch up with me in a second because I have a super busy day today. Super, super busy. I don't know whether I do like this. I don't know whether it looks how it's supposed to look. Because remember, this was my reception. So here was the glass. So that's where people waited to come in and have meetings or whatever they was going to do. Now we switched it up because we're going to have the media studio there. And then obviously the conference room down there. Do you think it's probably because there's nothing on the walls and it's a bit bland? Do you think the desks with these and the end bit's just a bit overpowering? Do you think? So this shouldn't be here, that shouldn't be there. And just the desks. Yeah. That could be moved out, that could be moved out, that could be moved out. Make it a bit more minimalistic. Yeah. And then put some stuff on the walls.
I think it'll look better when we've got bits on the walls.
I don't like it. We're on the. Oh.
And you emailed him back at 8 o'clock this morning. True?
Well, I'm just
True
going
or not true?
to... No, it's true, but...
So that's the problem. So now, please can you give me the form and I'll deal with it all.
Okay,
myself.
okay, that's fine. Well, no, he didn't ring, because I called him, sat in Cafe Nero, because it started work at 7 o'clock in the morning, called him at 20 past 8 or whatever it was, sent him a text message,
So
sent
why
him a
did he
WhatsApp
text
at
Steve saying
8:53. I don't know, Tom, I don't know, but I'm not going to have people chuck me under the bus when I'm going out above and beyond to do things.
So basically, you've just got. That's the first time Claire's raised her voice. That's the first time Tom has stayed calm, and massive miscommunication. But you know what? It's not my problem, because the meeting we had on Monday, and I told every single person a follow-up meeting will be had Thursday, and then at the end of August, I'm analysing everybody's position in mine and Isabella's company, and if you are not up to scratch, we'll just move on to the next person, because we don't have time to waste. That is healthy, because you can clearly see there's an issue. The first thing the most important thing in this whole business, right, is the clients and the customers. That's the key, okay? Joint venture partners, X, Y, and Z. And my communication's not great, but that's what I pay an executive assistant for, to help the situation, because this thing doesn't stop from morning till night. To the point where I'm actually thinking about not having a phone anymore and just having emails and then getting my EA to do all my calls for me. They're still having a go now. I'm not going to get involved until one oversteps the line and I can see then it's getting personal or it's getting nasty, then I'll stop it. But right now, let them have the conversation between the two of them. You guys want to see my life? This is my life. This is the first time she's actually raised her voice like that, but it's been brewing for a few weeks because a few mistakes have been made. And remember, Tom's job is the COO. He's the chief operating officer of all of my companies. So it's his neck that actually gets put on the line. You guys don't see when I phone him at 8 o'clock at night and I'm going absolutely nuts at him because something that someone else has done. I'm not dealing with every person individually. I'm still in a great mood though. How to make your first £1 million. This is the best event I have ever done. It is not all about property. This is about business. This is about strategy, marketing, social media, all of the key ingredients that you need to make your first million. And more importantly, it's all about your mindset. So, get down, 29th of August in Birmingham, limited spaces only. You do not want to miss this event. Do you want to film me now? We're at the office.
So
I'll let you go. I just thought I'm just going to let the two of you just do.
The initial thing was based around, obviously, a communication with a client, an email that come across quite late in the afternoon that then wasn't responded to until this morning, which then meant that the client didn't travel from London, so we didn't have the meeting that we planned. We were taking the client out, so that affected that. So that was one issue. The other issue was, obviously, you sent a message quite in the afternoon last week. They then responded saying, the next morning, saying, hey, I heard off your PA, blah, blah, blah. Do you want me to call them? Which isn't ideal. And then, obviously, so them two issues sort of turned into a bigger picture, but the bigger picture is that we're back in Birmingham now. We're levelling up. We need people that are here 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, and Saturdays, and out of hours on the phone. Now,
well, my PA should be 24/7.
And that's
realistically, I know it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen, but there should be just an element of response. Like, if you need an appointment booking, or you need something put in the diary, or if you know, and I understand that everyone has personal lives and everyone has, things going on in their lives, but we can't, this business has to function, and there has to be somebody there to receive our clients. When we initially discussed coming back to Birmingham, and we said obviously it was okay to have, maybe she could work from home, maybe, she could work some different hours. We're a day in, and I now realise that that's dysfunctional and that ain't going to work. And obviously I've had a chat and I've said, look, I need to speak to Steve now, and Steve and Isabella need to make a decision on where they want to go. But ultimately, my stance on it is, I need somebody in this office 5 days a week and the hours that were agreed. So the contracted hours that were agreed originally. Claire's saying that that's not possible because of family life, children, bits and bobs. But because it was possible in me agreeing, and I'm like, she's like, it's not possible here, and I'm like, but it has to be, because the business needs one. It's not about how much I like you, it's not about how much Steve likes you, it's not about how tolerant we can be. It's about the fact that the business needs you, and there's a difference between us liking you and the business needing something. And emotions aside and families and life aside, first and foremost, we have to get the person for the role that fits in with the business. And there's just nothing I can do. So I think that obviously she was like, well, there's nothing I can do then. So I think that you and Isabella
You're the chief operating officer.
Yeah,
so you make the decision.
Naturally, but there isn't a decision. That's the discussion we've had. She's literally said to me, there's no decision to be made because she can't do it. So
well, you need to figure it out then by the end of today. My life waiting around for Tom to explain to me what is going on here, because the gas people have been out and these guys, the next door neighbours, had a part to play in this. We had to call in a favour from a family member. Actually, my dad sorted it. I think my dad sorted it. Well, we have him here now. Do you want to turn your mic on so people can hear you, please, Tom? What happened here, Tom? What did my dad sorted something out here, didn't he?
Yeah. So what happened was for about 3 months we were trying to get in touch with the neighbours, but as you can see, even now, the neighbours are never in. So
was it them neighbours,
yeah,
not this one?
It was these ones, and they were never in, and they needed, basically the gas connection where they need to join onto is on their drive. Now that's not our problem or their problem, that's the gas network's problem, but in order to do it, they need to have the authority from the homeowner to dig up the drive. Now, we'll pop round there in a bit and see what they've done, but they fix it afterwards. Anyway, we couldn't find the person.
We've been knocking the door for about,
3
like you
months.
said, it literally has been 3 months. Every time we're here, we knock the door. Every time Craig's here, Craig knocks the door. And it just so happened that
Your dad?
my dad
the
knew
owner?
them. He knew the owner.
So the house is a rental, but your dad knew the actual owner. So he
Yep.
spoke to him, he got on the phone to me, I put him on the phone to the site manager, they agreed it, and then the week after, the Thursday after that, it got done. So this is the trench, it's obviously all been backfilled now. The connection was originally here, it's been extended along here, round, and we'll show you, it'll be just the other side of the garage
It's
door.
under there. So see where the door is? It's gone underneath there. But it's supposed to say again. Phil just wanted to be on the weekly. Phil, I don't know whether he's left that in.
No, I'm not leaving that in.
You
That
need
was
to leave that in.
terrible. That was terrible.
That has to be left in. This is raw and uncut. There is no filter on the daily. We said that. We said no filter, didn't we? No filter. Everything he's put in, unless it's really bad language,
Yeah.
then that has to be cut out. But
Come here.
has to be done.
So-
I'm not putting it on.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna ruin my jumper.
I've folded them back.
Yeah, I'm still not wearing it because the last one ruined
I'm
my
gonna cut
jumper.
them off.
Wasn't the concrete supposed to have been poured?
Concrete's meant to be poured this week, but we're now on Wednesday, so
Okay, we've still got 48 hours, so you've got to give them the benefit of the doubt.
I'll give them a call.
I know you're on the rampage today, and you know you want to be ruthless.
I'm not being ruthless.
But we
I'm
said a
friend.
week, and it's this week, and it's 2 days. See that? But I like it. Do you know what it is, guys? Truthfully, you just saw that little. Would you say what's the word? Because it wasn't an argument. It was kind of like a heated discussion, and a decision has to be made on that. And then something that you didn't see this morning. I had a contractor that's doing some work on another property, and they hadn't turned up for 2 weeks. So basically, I just said to the contractor, "Don't go back to my house." He changed the key lock. He changed the code on the key lock. We sent someone around to do it for us. It's in Wolverhampton, and I've told the contractor, "No more. Off you go. Do we owe you any money?" He said, "No." I said, "You owe us some money, but I'm not even going to chase you for £500. Just you go on. Do you? Don't want to speak to you ever again." Now, making decisions for me in business, I'm bad. I'm really bad. He's a little bit more softer than me. He sometimes gives people the benefit of the doubt, but then when his mind's gone, or when we've made a decision, you can get rid of anyone.
I think we have really opposite in that respect. So you're ruthless in one side of it, and I'm ruthless in the other, and that works.
Yeah.
Because one of us always needs to be that person. So
yeah, and
it
making
works,
decisions,
doesn't it?
I'm unbelievable at making decisions.
And when we put a decision to Isabella, well, she's more ruthless than both
Well,
of us.
Isabella's on a whole different level of ruthlessness. You guys don't see Isabella. I'm looking at her because there was a wasp nest in it. I just saw a load of wasps go by the window. Isabella is unbelievable. Like
She's very cutthroat, isn't she? She's black and white for the business.
Cutthroat, instant, don't care, doesn't even want to discuss some things, Isabella. She's just like, nope, I've heard all the facts. This is the decision. So you've got Isabella at the top of the tree with ruthlessness, and then we're underneath. But I have no issues with making decisions. No issues with making decisions instantly and just getting them done.
They have to be made in the interest of the business.
Yeah.
And that is what people always forget. I think people make everything a personal thing. And everyone's like, oh, how can you do that? How can you be like that? I'm like, because it's just business.
Yeah.
And that's
I
all it
might
is.
really like somebody, but if it's not working, because you got to remember, guys, you know, when we talk about business, that's mine and Isabella's life. This is our world. This isn't like a job that we can stop tomorrow and then go and pick something up and start another job tomorrow in a different industry. This is our world. Now, other people can actually just stop working today and go and get a job somewhere else.
Yeah.
We can't do that, unfortunately. And I say unfortunately, I don't want to do that. So no, there's no unfortunate about it whatsoever. So ruthlessness, yeah. You'll see, on the daily, you'll see some of the decisions we make. There's 4 people being issued with CCJs today.
Yeah. It's going out today.
It's going to, is it the money claim
Yeah,
or something
we've
like
got
that?
money claims,
yeah, there's 4 CCJs being issued against people today.
But that's stuff that we haven't really spoken about before on the weekly and bits and
No.
bobs, have we? Because that's just business. Again, it's just business.
Yeah, but it's not even for a huge amount of money, but it's to show people You ain't going to get away with doing stupid things.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, we're a big commercial company, and they think, oh, it's okay, they're a commercial company, but we do the money claims because imagine they do it to an old person or an innocent person that doesn't understand the process.
You got your back up about it,
ain't you? Yeah, because if you rip somebody off and then they walk away, you'll hear somebody gives somebody £20,000-30,000 to do a job and they've left and the house is like this.
Yeah.
And that's their life savings.
Just so you know, Craig, if you're watching, we're not issuing CCJs against you because you're not bought the concrete, because you'll probably watch it and be like, stop talking about me. Craig, you have a lot of contracts with us. You're cool, but other people are not so cool.
Craig's on the good list this week.
So guys, yeah, you like him at the minute. So this here, we're going to give you a little, I've done it in the weekly before, but for people who are new to here, we have this box section that has been fitted because this front of the house was an extension originally. It wasn't on the original build, it was an extension put on, and our structural engineer has said it wasn't safe, okay? So we've had this fitted, you can see all the way around, and the concrete's going to be poured now, all the walls are knocked out, another still over there. Upstairs, there's not much configuration going on. The back of the house has all been configured and it's all ready to go. This is now ready.
There is a slight configuration upstairs. We bricked up one of the windows in the bathroom, didn't we?
Oh yeah, but I'm on about there's no walls moved or anything like that.
I'm noticing here is Craig said that it's fully first fix ready for boarding, but there's no ring main.
Well, I can't see how this is not first fix done.
All the radiator pipes are in.
Yeah, that's central heating.
All the lighting wiring's in, but there's no sockets anywhere.
Well, first fix isn't done.
No, it's not complete.
Well, I saw that when we walked through
the
the
door.
door.
I need to flag that with him because
he's actually told you it's done.
He said that it's ready for boarding, but that's not ready for boarding.
No. Well, either way, he's not behind. So
No, he's not behind.
No,
I just want to say to him, just in case his electrician's told him that it's done. And
just make a call on the way now and say when's the concrete being poured, because once the concrete's poured and stuff, then he can get everybody in and we can move forward with this one. This should only take another 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's the water meter, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're on site. I'm happy. Great. Good news. The gas is sorted. Concrete needs pouring. 2 more days.
You show them this.
What do you want to show them?
Again, the fact that we moved all this back because you had no
I don't think we have the previous picture. So it's going to be quite difficult because where Tom is now, stand on the second step.
Yeah, this was your head here. And so we've ripped it back and we've had to do quite a bit of structural changes to the timber work just to get that head height so it feels more spacious because it was such a big hallway with such a limited roof height on the stairs.
Yeah. You had to duck.
You had to duck. It didn't feel nice, so we changed it.
Yeah, it looks good though.
It does.
But you'll notice it more, at the end when it's all plasterboarded and it's painted and stuff, you'll understand. I think Doona does have before of it. Well, I know Doona has before of it, but Phil doesn't.
Ring main's in upstairs.
Yep.
Lighting's not.
Okay. But either way, I'm happy. I'm smiling. Great progress. And I reckon 4 more weeks and we should have the inside of this done, in my opinion. Yeah. We'll speak to Craig and find out. But more decisions need to be made today, as in, what am I going to eat? Roofless chicken. So you went through the whole of Checker Trade and clocked it?
Completely Checker Trade. Completely.
Checker Trade.
So what happened?
All the contractors were 40 reviews plus. We literally went through all of them.
Okay.
The good ones that all they spoke to can't meet us till the end of September, early October. So yeah.
And that's like the balance of being a property developer. There is some great builders out there that are booked up to the end of the year. We just have to keep trawling through because property's on a bridge, or you've got to get it complete.
But that's where you get your previous contractors, and you keep hold of them, and then they recommend people, and it kind of spirals out, and you become, you get lots and lots of different people.
This is where the building relationship part comes into it.
Yeah. So you went through everyone. You found every single one.
Every single one. Yeah. I was texting the other day and said we've completed it. We've done the whole thing.
There's no one left to.
And you've literally met as many of them as you can.
You met 7, didn't you?
Just got a spreadsheet.
We met 11 now.
You met 11.
Yeah, total we met 11.
And it's 11. Okay.
That's good though, because you've met a very wide spectrum of people.
So basically, what I did was, again, I just mentioned it with Ian. Just threw you in at the deep end with a spec sheet that you lot did. We obviously assessed it to make sure it's correct. And you got all your drawings, all your working drawings, and you went out there. What did you learn from it?
There's a lot of different characters in this trade. We
Yep.
saw different levels of people. Like we saw really professional, and then we saw like guys who came with Like the guy yesterday asked no questions.
Didn't come with a clipboard or like an.
Did he give you a price?
The car.
No,
No. He said he can start next week. He said he'd give us a quote within a few hours, and then he come this guy. He just didn't speak. His friend just didn't even introduce himself.
Even walking around the property though, it's like he didn't say one thing. It was just us telling him basically.
He didn't ask
any questions or nothing.
Nothing.
And then he said, "Oh, did you send me the drawings? Because you said you'd sent them, hadn't you?" And he's like, "Oh, I didn't know." It's like surely would have checked, but
It's nice for you to meet these characters because I've crossed every single one of them that you can imagine. So it's not easy, is it?
It's not easy. The negotiating's hard when the prices are so high.
Yeah.
130 to 65.
But you negotiated one from 75 to 60, 70 something to 64.
yeah, like 11k difference, wasn't it?
11 again.
Yeah.
11k, and that's 2 11s today.
11.
11k difference, and you did that without any coaching from me.
Yeah.
So don't you think that you learnt a lot from this?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, I think you're doing really well. I think it's not easy, but again, if it was easy, we'd all be doing it.
You would have laughed if you saw the first meeting till the last one.
Could you see the difference in yourselves?
100%, yeah.
100%.
Yeah, because the first one I bet you was quite nervous,
Yeah.
but probably not even nervous, just like unsure.
Yeah.
I think it's the better word.
Yeah.
And then by the time you crossed a few paths and then it comes to the last one, it was just like, don't waste our time.
Yeah. And I think it's like, obviously, the first of the last year, remember what you need to say and what you forgot to say and all that kind of stuff.
The first day we met contractors, we had 6 as well, don't forget. We just met 6 back to back, so we just thought we're just going to learn by just
go through.
Okay. I'm it's a shame that you didn't document it.
Yeah.
That would have been cool, just to see. And it would have been really cool if I'd have sent some videographers down from our team just to film the way that you spoke to the first one, to the way that you spoke to the last one, so you could assess it yourselves from behind the scenes. I know you was there seeing it, but it would have been good to see as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so now we're going to use my contractor. Slightly cheaper than what you guys got. It's about £7,000 cheaper, but with the kitchens and stuff like that. But you guys are still going to do all the contracts, the stage payments. Even though he is our contractor, he's going to be told that don't speak to us. You speak to you. You deal with it.
Yeah.
Okay, confident with that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So what I want to go through now is I want to see if you remember the process of the renovation. Okay? So we'll go through that now.
Hello, mate.
Daily Gang. I have just had a very good friend of mine, Benga. He has come to Birmingham because they have, Matchroom have a fight on Saturday night. Is it Matchroom? Yeah, it is Matchroom. And a couple of my other friends are fighting on there. Galal, good luck. Just seen him, just been with him. And Benga has just bought me my own chocolate. Steve Hamilton, Property Circle, chocolate bars. Look how many he bought me. There's a lot in there. There's actually a lot. There's less than what there was because he's ate probably 30 bars. The lads have all tried them, haven't they? What was your verdict?
10 out of 10.
Is it really 10 out of 10? I haven't tried one yet.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Shout out what?
Benga.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I appreciate stuff like that. Really cool. Chocolate protein bars. I might do something good with these. Might do something good. I'm going to eat all these ones first. And then I might do something branding wise. But I always say, guys, brand everything. Look, brand. You caught that, didn't you?
No, it's raw.
You caught that, didn't you? Raw of me slipping over. Brand everything. Slipped over. Trips. My back pulled. I'm powering through today. I've got the boys here now, so Rocky and Matt are here. Rocky and Matt are 2 of my JV partners and mentor students. They have been my mentor students for 365 days, 17 years. I feel as though I've known them my entire life. I don't think they're ever going to go anywhere. I think I'm stuck with them till I retire. I think that when me and Isabella build our house that we're going to settle down in forever, I might have to build a house in the garden for both of them. And Matt did an initiation in the weekly. Do you remember the initiation song? Who sang it?
Matt.
But what was the song?
Oh, the song, sorry. I think it was Usher, wasn't it?
No, it was Let Me Love You.
Neil. Yes.
Oh, wasn't it Mario Winans? You Should Let Me Love You. Did you just get the whole thing? Are you okay?
Yeah,
Are you okay?
Yeah.
And the boys are here. I'm going to go through some bits and pieces with them. I have to go back to my other offices because I have the Property Circle monthly Zoom tonight 6 p.m. till about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Then I have my Wednesday's education session, 8 till 9. Then I have all the rest of my work I need to do.